The human microbiome refers to the diverse community of microorganisms that live on and inside our bodies, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microbes. In this video, you can explore the fascinating world of the microbiome and its impact on our health and well-being. So let's get started. The human body is not just made up of human cells but also houses trillions of microorganisms that collectively form the microbiome. These microorganisms include bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microbes that reside on our skin, in our mouth, throughout our digestive system, and in various other parts of our body. The human body is a remarkable ecosystem teeming with trillions of microorganisms that collectively form what is known as the microbiome. These microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microbes, exist in various parts of our body, such as the skin, mouth, gastrointestinal tract, reproductive organs, and more. The microbiome is so densely populated that it is estimated to contain around 100 trillion microbial cells, outnumbering our own cells by a factor of at least 10 to 1. Digestion and nutrient absorption. In the gut, certain microbes help break down complex carbohydrates and fibers that our body cannot digest on its own. They convert them into usable nutrients and produce essential vitamins, such as vitamin K and some B vitamins, which our body relies on for proper functioning. Immune system development and regulation. The microbiome plays a pivotal role in training and modulating our immune system. It helps educate our immune cells, teaching them to distinguish between harmful pathogens and beneficial microorganisms. This interaction with the immune system helps maintain a delicate balance between defending against pathogens and preventing harmful immune responses. Metabolism and energy regulation. Research suggests that the microbiome can influence our metabolism and energy balance. Certain microbes are involved in the fermentation of dietary components, producing short-chain fatty acids that can affect our energy metabolism and influence factors like body weight and fat storage. Protection against pathogens. The microbiome acts as a barrier against harmful pathogens by occupying ecological niches and competing for resources. Beneficial bacteria can produce antimicrobial substances, crowd out potential pathogens, and create an environment that is inhospitable to harmful microorganisms. Impact on mental health. Emerging research indicates a connection between the gut microbiome and mental health. The microbiome is thought to interact with the gut-brain axis, influencing neurotransmitter production and signaling. This communication pathway between the gut and the brain may play a role in mood regulation and mental well-being. The composition of our microbiome. The diverse community of microorganisms that reside in and on our bodies is influenced by several factors, including genetics, diet, lifestyle, and environmental exposures. These factors shape the types and abundance of microorganisms within our microbiome, ultimately impacting its overall composition and function. Genetics. Our genetic makeup can influence the initial colonization of the microbiome. Certain genetic variations may predispose individuals to specific microbial communities. However, it's important to note that genetics alone do not determine the entire microbiome composition, as other factors play a significant role as well. Diet. Diet is a major factor that influences the microbiome. The types of foods we consume and their nutritional content can shape the microbial communities within our gut. For example, a diet rich in fiber from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains promotes the growth of beneficial bacteria that thrive on dietary fiber. On the other hand, a diet high in processed foods and added sugars may favor the growth of less desirable microorganisms. Lifestyle. Various aspects of our lifestyle can impact the microbiome. Factors such as stress levels, physical activity, sleep patterns, and hygiene practices may influence the diversity and composition of microorganisms. Chronic stress, for instance, has been associated with alterations in the microbiome, potentially impacting its balance and function. Environmental exposures. Our environment can expose us to different microorganisms, which can affect our microbiome. For example, individuals living in rural areas may have greater exposure to environmental microbes, such as those found in soil or farm animals. In contrast, urban dwellers may encounter a different set of microbial exposures related to urban environments. Antibiotics and medications. The use of antibiotics and other medications can have a significant impact on the microbiome. Antibiotics are designed to target and eliminate harmful bacteria, but they can also affect beneficial bacteria in the process. Prolonged or frequent antibiotic use can disrupt the microbial balance, potentially leading to dysbiosis. Other medications, such as proton pump inhibitors and nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, have also been associated with alterations in the microbiome. It's important to note that the interplay between these factors is complex and individual-specific. Each person's microbiome is unique, influenced by a combination of genetic predispositions and environmental factors. Moreover, the microbiome is a dynamic entity that can change over time based on these factors. Understanding how these factors influence the microbiome can provide insights into maintaining a healthy microbial balance and promoting overall well-being. The microbiome is still a field of ongoing research and exploration. Scientists are continually discovering new aspects of its functions and its impact on our health. Microbes, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites, can cause a range of diseases in humans. Here are some examples of diseases caused by microbes. Some bad microbes. Bacterial infections. Bacteria can cause various infections, such as streptococcal infections, e.g., strep throat, scarlet fever. Staphylococcal infections, e.g., skin infections, MRSA. Tuberculosis. Viral infections. Viruses are responsible for many common infections, including influenza, flu, common cold, measles, hepatitis, e.g., hepatitis A, B, C. Fungal infections. Fungi can cause various types of infections, such as candidiasis, yeast infection, athlete's foot, ringworm, aspergillosis. Parasitic infections. Parasites can cause diseases such as malaria caused by Plasmodium parasite, amoebic dysentery caused by Entamoeba histolytica, giardiasis caused by Giardia lumblia. Now I will explain it in other way.
It's in you. It's all over you. It is you. Your body consists of an entire ecosystem of diverse and helpful little bacteria, more than 100 trillion of them. This is the human microbiome, and it means that we each have a troop of good bacterial superheroes to call our own. Did you know that the greatest concentration of bacterial superheroes lives in your gut? This ecosystem of microorganisms is a huge part of who you are. Your microbiome aids in food digestion to fuel your body, influences your mood and energy levels, helps you adapt to your surroundings to protect against harmful organisms, and much, much more. Scientists have only just scratched the surface of understanding how incredible these little guys truly are and how important they are to our health. It all started when you were born. Some of the bacteria in your mother's microbiome were passed along to you to become the beginnings of your very own microbiome fingerprint. When you were a baby, experiencing the world for the first time, the bacteria in your microbiome were doing the same. By the time you were a toddler, the makeup of your gut microbiome was almost fully matured. At 2 or 3 years of age, your bacterial superheroes had already established a natural, balanced state. Did you know that diversity is the key to a healthy microbiome? In a forest with only one kind of tree, what would happen if a beast came along and ate up all the leaves? All the creatures in the forest would be affected. In the same way, diversity is also needed in the bacteria of your gut. Scientists have discovered that your microbiome fingerprint actually needs to consist of many different types of bacteria to keep you strong, healthy, and resilient to drastic or harmful changes. Did you know that a healthy microbiome likes balance? When your microbiome becomes unbalanced, you may become unhealthy and even susceptible to chronic disease. But with the help of your superheroes, your microbiome always strives to return to a natural, balanced state. Eating pre- and probiotics can help your superheroes to be more effective in keeping you healthy. Your microbiome plays a starring role when it comes to this. From digesting food, to affecting mood and energy levels, to preventing invasions by bad microorganisms. Your superheroes are working hard to keep your gut healthy every minute of every day. The Canadian Digestive Health Foundation wants you to understand that a healthy microbiome means a healthy you.
Let's see some microbes.